Now lastly, let's make room for the entire cycle and see if we can predict the overall sign of delta U, the overall sign of Q, and the overall sign of W. So to do that, I'm going to add one more column at the end that represents our entire cycle. Now, the neat thing about delta U is it's quite simple because remember it's related to PV, and obviously if I started at 12,000 and the cycle is complete, makes a closed loop or a closed triangle in this case, if it starts at 12,000 and ends at 12,000, then overall the entire energy gain of the gas is zero because PV initially is the same as PV finally. Now what about work? Well, we've got some negative work from A to B that we've already looked at when the gas expands, and positive work from C to A. And if you'll recall from previous tutorials, work is actually the area underneath the curve. So when it went from C to A and squeezed down, the overall work done is this little area down in here, which I could calculate by going base times height. So the base is 4 and the height is 2,000. So the work done of that little green area there is positive 8,000. Now the work done to expand we know is negative, and you can see that the area underneath that curve is much bigger. So we've got some positive work of 8,000. Let's put that into our table. Our overall positive work from C to A is positive 8,000 joules. That was simply the area. And our negative work went from A to B, and the area underneath this graph is quite a lot more. It's all of this triangle and all of the rectangle. So the triangle is 1/2 base times height, base being 4, height being 8 minus 2, or 6. So our triangle represents 6,000 times 4. And the area below that, as we know, is 8,000. So 6,000 times 4 is 24,000, plus 8,000 gives us a negative work of 32,000. We can even find values for Q and W. So our entire work done is negative 32,000 plus 8,000, which gives us negative 24,000 joules of work done overall, which incidentally is the area of just the shaded triangle, right? Because that's all that's left over in that enclosed circle. And that gives us an overall heat gain, or heat added, of positive 24,000. Otherwise my internal energy would not add to 0. So Q overall is positive 24,000.